that there's too much oil in the system, and it's weighing on. I mean, if you look at the DFL, the data to front line, that's back where it was pre-conflict.
Yeah, it has come off.
Yeah, I mean, it went up exponentially, of course, because people panicked and were scrambling around. I'm sure. I think Q2 will be a little less. Q2's certainly been a lot less volatile than Q1 was, or the last month of Q1, if you like. Um, Actually, no. So I
Yeah,
would say, where are we now? Middle of May. So March and April were chaos for the market. May's been quite steady.
well, I think it was, towards the second half of April, people kind of caught their breath. In that first instance of the war, yeah, there was panic buying because you had an immediate shortfall because of all the barrels that could not get out of the Straits of Hormuz that had already been sold to refiners, and
Yeah,
those refiners had to cover with something in the prompt. And so with the SPR releases, that helped cushion that blow. There's still been refining issues and supply issues in certain countries in the Far East. I
yeah,
think those are going to be persistent for the time being because it's going to be a hard time for a lot of those refiners to buy crude at the current levels to fulfill their system because they've got price controls on the gasoline and on the diesel. So unless they get a pure government mandate, they're going to be holding off on their purchasing for the time being. But nevertheless, so that supply crunch has now been met, and now we've got more oil than we know what to do with at this moment in time. But that doesn't mean that we're being Pollyannas either. I mean, there is still a stock draw going on.
oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
It's the rate of change in stock, which has probably decreased to the point where it has become a bit more normal when you think of it from the inverted commas of oil trading, where throughout the history of oil trading, you have years where you have stock draw and you have years of stock build.
Hmm.
And these draws could be 1.1 million, 1 million barrels. And that's like, oh, okay, we can manage that versus a stock build of, people were predicting 3 to 4 million barrel per day stock builds for this year. And we're probably now working in a 2 to 2.5 million barrel per day stock draw. And in the grand scheme of things, we probably have enough oil to cushion that blow for a few more months.
Yeah.